On September 27th, Hurricane Helene wreaked terror on eastern Tennessee. A typical 5-hour drive for the ETSU football team to face the Citadel became a harrowing day-long journey.
We left here around 11, and we were driving through Irwin, Unicoi, headed towards Asheville. And that's kind of when we started seeing a little bit of the flooding and everything. You could see kind of off the highway, the areas surrounding it were starting to kind of fill with water. We didn't know we were going to end up getting stuck, but we knew we probably weren't going to be able to come back that way because the other side of the highway was already covered. There was a truck stuck in the middle of the intersection, and there was probably 3 or 4 feet of water. Traffic was stopped, so we kind of pulled off, sat there for a little bit, and I think someone kind of advised us that we need to move up the hill a little bit because where we were at was going to be underwater, and that was the truth. Because about an hour later after we moved up, you could see where we were at it was flooded bad, and while we're sitting up there, guys are just kind of trying to be as calm as possible, act like everything's normal. So we just hung out on the bus, guys slept, hung out, talked. Nobody really had service to call or text anybody, so we're just talking amongst one another. And anyway, sat there for 5 or 6 hours, and then our athletic trainers, strength coach, they went to Ingles, got some food and stuff, brought that back for us, and kind of got off the bus, ate a little bit, just hung out. I think it was close to 1 o'clock in the morning, and the buses started rolling, or bus cranked up, started rolling again. We didn't really know where we were going. Down trees everywhere, we're swerving around trees and all kinds of stuff, and ended up getting down to Charleston about, I think it was 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Went up to the room, tried to get a little bit of sleep, and then woke up and went through our normal pregame game day routine. So it was pretty wild for sure.
In the days afterwards, you're learning about everything that had gone on in East Tennessee and Western North Carolina. How did you process that all?
It was unlike anything I'd ever seen, because I'm from Boone, North Carolina, not far from here. And we've never seen any type of flooding like this. Even my parents haven't. It was really sad to see, especially being from this area, just the damage that had been done. There's been a lot of opportunities for guys to go, distribute supplies or different volunteer opportunities, stuff like that. I know against Chattanooga, they did a food and water drive, collected a bunch of stuff that some guys were able to take and hand out to people who needed it. So there's been a lot of that, just opportunities to volunteer, opportunities to help out. Just seeing the way that it affected people has definitely given me a new perspective. Just kind of a thankfulness and a gratefulness for what I have, and not to take things for granted, especially just seeing the way it affected people so close to me. So it's definitely something I'll carry with me and allow to motivate me, and not take football for granted, but not take life for granted. So
biggest aspect of this is being committed to do it long term. I think oftentimes a lot of people mobilize into action, but it's a one-off. For this type of disaster, this is going to be months of recovery. So it's figuring out ways that we can practically help as an institution, as an individual in this community, and then of course as a program, ETSU women's basketball.
I think being a Tennessee guy, part of living in Tennessee is having the volunteer spirit. We talk about using our platform and using our ability to help others, and how impactful that can be. And I think that's one of the most rewarding parts about college, about life, and something that we talk about, putting others first and helping our neighbor when they need us.